Martinez, and as you can see, my persuasive speech is on hybrid cars and why you should own one. Alright, first, how many of you guys know what kind of car this is? Okay, so a good number of you. Well, according to a Toyota Prius review on a US News website, the Toyota Prius ranks 13 out of 42 in affordable small cars and has an overall rating of an 8.1 out of 10 when taking into account its performance, its reliability, its safety, and its interior. Cars are all around us, and at one point in your life, you'll find yourself driving and owning one. And whether you like it or not, you'll need to put money into your car. So why not reduce your costs and maximize your performance at the same time? With the hybrid car, you do just that. When you look at its great MPG, its affordability, and its reliability. According to an article called "The Top 10 Best Gas Mileage Cars," the Prius gets an average of 51 miles per gallon in the city and 48 miles per gallon on the highway. My dad actually owns a Prius, and I find myself driving it very frequently, so I feel like I'm credible enough to talk about how well one performs. Driving a hybrid car is good for both your wallet and also good for the environment. So first I'm going to talk about some general benefits of a hybrid car that you may not already know. And then secondly, I'm going to talk about how hybrid cars are good at saving you money. And then third, I'm going to talk about how hybrids benefit the environment. But first, let's talk about some of the general benefits of hybrid cars that you may not already know. The first benefit is the tax incentive that you can receive by owning a hybrid. Many people do not know that some hybrids actually qualify for a tax incentive. And according to Marty Padgett on Green Car Reports, the Mazda Tribute actually qualifies for a $3,000 tax credit. So I don't know about you, but $3,000 in a tax return sounds good to me, and it's a good enough reason to buy a hybrid. The second benefit is that hybrid cars actually release very few emissions, considering them clean air vehicles, and can even qualify for something that looks like this, and it's a bumper sticker that goes on your car that considers it a clean air vehicle, which allows you to drive in the diamond lane on the freeway with just one person. You don't need a passenger. According to an article called "The 9 Benefits of Hybrid Cars," in some states, hybrid car tailpipes are so clean that they aren't even required to undergo yearly emission testing, such as smog testing, which saves the owners time, money, and hassle. Saving time, money, and hassle are all good reasons to buy a hybrid, and that brings me to my next point: how hybrid cars can save you money. Along with saving money on things like yearly emission testing, hybrid cars can save you money in many other ways. The first way would be saving you money at the gas pump. Gas usually stays around like $4 a gallon, and when you compare a hybrid to, let's say, like a V8 in a SUV, which gets like not even 15 miles to the gallon and costs like hundreds to fill up per week. Comparing it to a hybrid that only has like a 10-gallon tank and gets 50 miles to the gallon, you'll spend a lot less filling up the hybrid as compared to the SUV. Another way that they can save you money is that hybrids actually require less maintenance. They have a long battery life warranty. The Toyota a lot of people actually worry about the battery going bad, but according to Jason Steele in his article "Hybrid Cars: Pros and Cons," Toyota's hybrid battery actually has an 8-year warranty, or up to 100,000 miles. And in California, the warranty is actually 150,000 miles, and I'm pretty sure we all live in California here. So he also says that there are many reports of the Prius actually being driven on its original battery for up to 200,000 miles. And if you did have to replace a hybrid battery after like 10 years after the warranty runs out, you could easily find one at a salvage yard for very cheap. And also the gas engine on a hybrid car is not running when the car is at a stop or moving at a slow speed, which causes less wear on the engine. And according to Steele, Toyota only recommends oil changes every 5,000 miles in comparison to like a gas car, which requires them every 2,500 to 3,000 miles. Saving money and every chance you get is always good, because I'm pretty sure we all like money here, right? Along with benefiting your wallet, hybrids also benefit the environment, which brings me to my next point: how hybrid cars save the environment. As mentioned before, hybrid cars are clean air vehicles that with very few emissions. The engines actually burn less fuel, which causes less carbon monoxide to be released into the atmosphere. And this is according to an article on Living Green Magazine's website called "How Hybrid Cars Help the Environment." In the same article, the second benefit can be found, and is that hybrid cars actually create less of a demand for fuel, which could potentially lead to less drilling and less environmental harm. These are both good reasons to love a hybrid, because if you love the environment, then you'll definitely love a hybrid. Now that I talked about a few good reasons to buy a hybrid, I'm now going to wrap things up. I hope I hope that you can make the right decision and choose to drive and own a hybrid, because it saves you money and also saves the environment. First, I talked about some benefits of hybrid cars that you may not have already known, and then secondly, I talked about some ways that hybrids can save you money, and then lastly, I talked about how hybrid cars are good for the environment. Hybrid cars are getting very popular, and you can see them like every day driving around on the freeway or just anywhere. And next time you see someone driving a hybrid, just think about how much money they're saving and how they're saving the environment at the same time. Thanks.